We retire and we retire early. So allow me at this stage to call upon our president, and I would like us to stand as he comes to the podium. Yes. And we give a round of applause as he comes to the podium to give his valedictory address. Our President Emmanuel Mdefi.
Thank you so much. You may take your seats. From what, just building on from what he has just said, I'm sure one of the clauses in the bylaws is to say there will be an extension of the president's term. Okay. The guest of honor and CEO of Delta, Ms. Valela, the senior vice president and the junior vice president here present, the council members that are here present, the secretary of PAB, Mr. Dimangenje, the past presidents, Mr. Makaya and Ms. Tingacheka, the CEO of ICAZ, Mr. William Mansoza, guest speakers and presenters here present, the Auditor General, Madam Mrs. Swimbach Kwenere, directors and representatives from key ministries and government departments, ladies and gentlemen, good evening once again. As I conclude my term as president of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of Zimbabwe, I do so with gratitude, humility, and confidence in the future of our institute. Serving on the Presidium since 2023 and as President during the final year of our 2023 to 2026 strategic plan has been both a privilege and a profound responsibility. Our focus was not simply to conclude another strategic cycle, but to strengthen ICAZ so that it remains relevant, resilient, and respected for generations to come. Working together as council, the secretariat and our committees, volunteers and members, we have made meaningful progress towards that goal. During the year, we successfully concluded the 2023 to 2026 strategic plan, and we also approved the 2026 to 2029 strategic plan under the theme relevance and future proofing. This strategy provides a clear roadmap for ensuring that ICAZ continues to lead the profession in a rapidly changing environment shaped by technology, sustainability, changing business models, and evolving stakeholder expectations. One important milestone during my term was the continued rollout of the Institute's mid-tier designation qualifications. Building on the successful introduction of the accounting technician and general accounting designations, Council extended their reach through the launch in November 2025, bringing these new professional pathways closer to members and aspiring accountants in the southern region. We were equally encouraged by the extension of the mutual recognition agreement with SAICA and ICAN to include the GA designation, further strengthening regional recognition and career mobility for ICAZ members. We also continued modernizing professional education through the implementation of the CA of the Future Competence Framework, supported by the introduction of the learning management system and electronic assessment tool. I think there was a demo in the afternoon, which we all appreciated. We no longer have to bother secretariat. We just need to, tweet on our own, and we get our letters of good standing. this is where we are and where the direction that we are taking as part of the technology modernization. These investments position ICAZ to develop accountants equipped for an increasingly digital, technology-driven, and globally connected profession. Governance remained a major priority throughout the year. Council made significant progress towards modernizing the Chartered Accountants Act and the ICAZ bylaws towards coming up with our 2030. We strengthened institutional accountability through the Election Oversight Committee and enhanced remote reporting arrangement between Council and its committees. While the legislative review remains work in progress, I'm confident that the incoming Council will complete this important reform in the best interest of our members and the profession at large. I'm particularly pleased that we are handing over an institute that is financially stronger than what it was a year ago. From the presentation we received yesterday, a day before yesterday from the CEO, we noted that our total income increased from 3.6 million to 3.9 million, while annual surplus more than doubled from 216,000 to 448,000. These results reflect prudent financial management, disciplined cost management and control, and continued efforts to diversify the institute's revenue streams. Most importantly, they leave ICAZ in a healthy and sound financial position, providing a stronger platform from which the next council can pursue its strategic ambitions. My challenge to the incoming council is to safeguard this financial strength, continue investing wisely in member value, and that the council continue to pursue the long-term sustainability as a strategic priority. This has also been a year in which governance attracted considerable discussion among members. Strong institutions are not characterized by the absence of differing views, but by their ability to resolve issues through transparent due process and respect for their governing framework. I believe the work taken during this term has strengthened the foundations upon which future council will continue to build. As I hand over leadership, I believe the next council should focus on 5 strategic priorities. So strategic priority number 1 is completing the review of the Chartered Accountants Act and ICAZ bylaws. Number 2, successfully implementing the 2026 to 2029 strategic plan. The third one being accelerating digital transformation across education and member services. The fourth one being growing membership while preserving the quality and international standing of all our designations represented here. Lastly, but not least, strengthening public trust by continuing to promote ethics, professionalism, and good governance. This year's Winter School theme, Charting New Frontiers, Resilience, Innovation, and Sustainable Value, captures the journey ahead. The profession is changing rapidly, but ICAZ is well positioned to embrace that future while remaining firmly anchored in integrity, excellence, and services to the public interest. Finally, I extend my sincere appreciation to my fellow council members, the Chief Executive Officer and Secretariat, committee members, volunteers, regulators, strategic partners, accredited training offices, sponsors, students, and every ICAZ member. The achievements of this year belong to all of us. To the incoming President and Council, I congratulate you and wish you every success. You inherit an institute with a clear strategy, stronger governance foundations, and a modernizing education system and a sound financial position. I have every confidence that you will build on these foundations and take ICAZ to even greater heights. Thank you for your honor and privilege of serving you as your president. I thank you. Before I invite the registrar to conduct the inauguration, allow me to briefly explain the process governing the election of the president and vice presidents. The election of the president and vice presidents and the filling of any vacancies in those offices is governed by Section 9 of the Chartered Accountants Bylaws 1997, Chapter 27.02, which provides as follows. On item 1, at the first meeting of the council held after the ordinary general meeting, the council shall elect one of its members as president and two others as vice presidents. Item number 2, the president and vice presidents shall hold office until the next ordinary general meeting. Item number 3, any vacancy in the office of the president or vice presidents occurring between the next ordinary general meeting shall be filled by council. What does this mean for the institute? The above provisions establish a clear governance framework for the leadership of ICAZ. Number 1, the president and the two vice presidents are elected by council from among its elected members at the first council meeting following the conclusion of the annual general meeting. Each office is filled through an election conducted by council in accordance with Section 9 of the bylaws as I've just read them above. Number 3, where a vacancy arises between the next annual general meeting, the bylaws require that council fill that vacancy through the same governance processes. Accordingly, at the first meeting of the newly constituted council, following this year's annual general meeting, council conducted the election processes for the offices of the president and vice presidents in accordance with Section 9 of the bylaws. The outcome of that process constitutes the leadership of the institute for the year 2026 to 2027 presidential year. The inauguration that follows is therefore the formal installation of the president elected by council in accordance with the Chartered Accountants Bylaws. On that note, let me call upon the registrar to then continue with the inauguration processes. I thank you.
Thank you, President, for the kind words. Good evening, everyone. I will proceed with the inauguration of the 2026 to 2027 President for the Institute. Our President for the 2026 to 2027 presidential year is Jonas Jonga.
Jonas Jonga is a chartered accountant and senior executive with over 25 years of experience in audit, advisory, and corporate governance across Zimbabwe and the region.
Can we please pay attention as the profile is being read for our president?
Jonas Jonga is a chartered accountant and senior executive with over 25 years of experience in audit, advisory, and corporate governance across Zimbabwe and the region. He is currently the Chief Operating Officer and partner at BDO Zimbabwe, where he leads firm-wide operations, quality assurance, and strategic initiatives. Jonas has served as a partner since 2005. He previously served on the ICAZ Council and chaired the Pathways Committee, contributing to key reforms and entry into the profession. He is passionate about developing future chartered accountants and advancing the profession in a rapidly evolving environment. He will bring a balanced and forward-looking perspective to council, anchored in strong professional values while focused on future relevance. Jonas previously served on the ICAZ Council member in 2019 to 2021. He is the chairman, ICAZ Pathways Committee, member, ICAZ Education Committee, member, ICAZ Accounting Practices Committee.
Thank you, IT. I will now call upon our President, Emmanuel Mudefi, to come back on the stage. Just to note that Mr. Jonga is not here in person, but is actually connected virtually. So he is following proceedings, and he can actually hear you from where he's connecting. Okay, can we have some order as we continue with the inauguration? Can we please have some order? Can we please have some order, and can we just allow Mr. Jonga to say something before we actually begin?
Fellow chartered accountants, may I ask that we pay attention to this process? And I'm kindly asking you, please, let us allow Mr. Jonga to give his address.
Sorry, this is just to greet the members. He's not yet addressing, but just so that we can hear him.
Good evening, fellow chartered accountants. It's my pleasure to address you this evening. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, we will now proceed with the inauguration. Emmanuel, I ask you to remove the presidential chain of office. This is the mantle of leadership now passing to the incoming president. I will now hand over the past president pin to Emmanuel Mudefi in recognition and gratitude for the 3 years of service to this presidium and institute. Thank you, Emmanuel, for your wise counsel. Thank you for leading us in the past year. We appreciate all the hard work, the hours that you put in the process. We appreciate your wise counsel and all that you went through for and on behalf of the members. Thank you so much. You may take your seats. We will now ask the incoming president, Jonas Jonga, to recite his presidential oath. Over to you, Jonas.
I, Jonas Jonga, having been elected to the position of President of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of Zimbabwe, do hereby solemnly promise and swear that I will faithfully discharge to the best of my ability the duties and responsibilities of the office of the President of ICAZ, that I will uphold and defend the Institute's acts and bylaws and bear true faith and allegiance to the same, that I will obey and enforce the laws, rules, and regulations and policies of the Institute, that I will actively participate and support all Institute activities and programs, that I will promote the CAZ branch, and that I impose this obligation upon myself voluntarily and without mental reservation or purpose of evasion. I understand that this position requires that I devote sufficient time and attention to the Institute's business, and hereby pledge that I'll be able to put in the required time and effort. So help me God.
Thank you so much. Jonas, as president, you now carry the responsibility to lead this council and to lead the membership of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of Zimbabwe. The Institute and the profession will be looking up to you, and we hope and we pray that you will lead with integrity. On behalf of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of Zimbabwe, I now officially install and announce the President of ICAZ, Jonas Jonga.
Thank you.
Congratulations, President. I now invite you to deliver your first address to the members.
Thank you. ICAZ President, Mr. Manuel Mdefi, the Senior Vice President, Mr. Angelina Muzira, ICAZ Junior Vice President, Ms. Kudakwache Mswaka, past presidents of ICAZ present in the room, Mr. Nyajeka, Mr. Martin Makaya, and Mr. Bright Msendo, the Secretary of the PAAB, Mr. Donald Mangenja, the Auditor General of Zimbabwe, Ms. Vimbai Chikwenere, members of Council, CEO Ms. Miriam Mandisoza, fellow members of ICAZ, our invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Some of you may be wondering whether ICAZ has elected its first virtual president. I can assure you that I'm not an AI-generated avatar. I'm very much present, just joining you through the technology that is reshaping the way we work, communicate, and lead. I stand before you deeply humbled by the confidence placed in me to serve as the president of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of Zimbabwe. This is not a moment of personal triumph. It's a call to service, a responsibility to safeguard a proud legacy, strengthen the institution we have inherited, and prepare ICAZ for a future that will demand courage, relevance, and unity. For generations, ICAZ has been more than a professional body. It has been a national institution. Its mission has always been bigger than examinations, designations, or membership numbers. It has been about public trust, professional excellence, and service to Zimbabwe's economy. Tonight, I wish to pay tribute to those who came before us. We stand on the shoulders of generations of chartered accountants, council members, committee members, secretarial staff, and volunteers whose dedication built the institute we are privileged to serve today. They protected our standards, strengthened our reputation, and defended the integrity of the profession. To them, we owe our gratitude. I wish to express particular appreciation to our outgoing president, Mr. Mdefi. Thank you for your leadership and stewardship during an important period in ICAZ's journey. Under your leadership, the Institute strengthened governance, expanded professional pathways, enhanced public sector engagement, and laid important foundations for the future. I also congratulate the incoming Presidium and Council members. These are not positions of honor alone. They are positions of trust. Our members expect wisdom, maturity, diligence, and service above self. I look forward to working with you in a spirit of collegiality, mutual respect, and shared responsibility. Fellow members, every institution with a proud history will experience moments of difference. Difference of opinion is not a weakness. It is part of the life of any democratic professional body. What matters is how we respond. We must not allow yesterday's disagreements to define tomorrow's possibilities. The future will not ask who won an argument. The future will ask what we build together, and we have much to build. The 2026-2029 strategy provides a clear direction. At its heart is a simple reality. Our profession must remain relevant and influential in a rapidly changing world. Artificial intelligence is reshaping how services are delivered. Sustainability reporting is becoming central to corporate accountability. Public sector institutions are demanding greater transparency. Employers are looking for professionals who combine technical excellence with digital capability, commercial understanding, and ethical leadership. In such a world, ICAZ cannot afford to be a passive observer. We must lead, we must remain relevant, we must future-proof the profession. Our strategy focuses on four priorities: future-ready capacity, thought leadership, member experience, and regulation and public trust. Together, these priorities will ensure that ICAZ remains a trusted institution, develops world-class professionals, serves its members effectively, and continues to uphold the credibility of the designation. The quality of our profession matters because the quality of financial information shapes confidence in our economy, accountability in our institutions, and trust in our markets. Our work has consequences beyond our firms and workplaces. It contributes to national development. As we pursue the future, we must remain anchored in the values that have always defined ICAZ: honesty, responsibility, and integrity. These are not ceremonial words. They are the foundation of our identity. They are the reason the public trusts us, and they remain non-negotiable. My commitment during this presidency is clear. I want ICAZ to be united in purpose, respected for its standards, valued by its members, and influential in national conversations. I want every member to feel that ICAZ is their professional home, whether they service in practice, business, government, academia, entrepreneurship, or the diaspora. I want our students and younger members to see a profession filled with opportunity, relevance, and impact. And I want the public to know that when ICAZ speaks, it speaks with independence, professionalism, and in the public interest. Fellow members, strategy without execution is only aspiration. Mr. Valela has a better term for it. He called it hallucination. The success of the 2026-2029 strategy will depend not on the quality of the document, but on the discipline with which we implement it. We must build a culture that is high-performing, member-centered, collaborative, and accountable. That is how we honor our past, not by preserving it in words alone, but by extending its meaning into the future. To our members, I say, this is your institute. Your participation matters. Your unity matters. To council, I say, let us lead with humility, discipline, and maturity. To the Secretariat, thank you for the work you do every day. We value your commitment and we will support you in delivering the Institute's ambitions. To our students, you are not waiting for the future of ICAZ. You are the future of ICAZ. To our partners and stakeholders, ICAZ remains committed to serving the public interest and contributing to Zimbabwe's development. As I accept this responsibility, I do so with humility, but also with hope. Hope because of our foundations, which are strong. Hope because our members are talented. Hope because our values are timeless. Hope because the profession still matters. And hope because when ICAZ is united, focused and courageous, there's no limit to what we can achieve. I genuinely believe the best days of ICAZ are not behind us. They are ahead of us. We inherit an institution of remarkable strength and reputation. Our responsibility is not simply to preserve it, but to elevate it. Let us therefore move forward together. Let us protect the legacy. Let us embrace the future. Let us strengthen trust. Let us build relevance. And above all, let us serve. We are not merely custodians of ICAZ's proud history. We are stewards of its future. The measure of our success will not be whether we preserved ICAZ for our generation. It will be whether we prepared ICAZ for the generations that follow. The future of ICAZ will not be written by one president, one council, or one generation. It will be written by all of us together. Thank you for your confidence. Thank you for your support. And thank you for the privilege to serve. May God bless you all. And may God bless the Institute of Chartered Accountants of Zimbabwe. Thank you.
Another big round of applause to our incoming president. At this juncture, President Say, may you call upon the 2026 to 2027 council members, and those that are here present, if your name is called, I gladly ask you to come forward while the rest of us does something.
Okay, thank you. So the council members for the 2026-2027 year are Emmanuel Mudefi, Angelini Muzira, Kudakasha Swaka, Philemon Mawire, William Mandisoza, Morten Mtumwa, Bekin Pilompofu, Ben Shawa, Michael Howe, Bryce Msendo, Tarisai Makanda, Samuel Njanji, Brenda Nyagona, Tatenda Zimondi, Tatenda Muronda, Clive Mukondiwa, Clemens Muzondo, Bulisa Mbanu. I'm struggling to read the next name. It's like, okay, Jonas Jonga, Kind Kafudza, Vuyo Tumalo, and Adelaide Topoti. Those are the council members for 2026 to 2027.
A big round of applause for our council for the year 2026-2027. Mr. President, Say, at this juncture, I ask you to introduce to the ICAZ members the junior vice president, and I'm asking also the media team after the announcement for the profile of the junior vice president to be played.
Thank you. Our junior vice president is Mr. Philemon Mawire. May you please play his profile?
Philemon Mawire is the Institute's newly elected junior vice president, bringing fresh energy, regional perspective, and a strong focus on delivery to the Presidium. Based in South Africa and a member since 2014, he has served on ICAZ Council since 2021, including roles as Deputy Chairperson of the ICT Committee and Deputy Chairperson of the Pathways Committee, alongside prior service on Audit and Finance, the APC, and Localization Committees. He is also a past president of the SA Chapter. Philemon's priorities as JVP's Center on Digital Transformation member value and engagement, and institutional sustainability, including modernizing Secretariat services, strengthening diaspora and local member collaboration, and championing CAZ and PSPAZ-AA-Z designation growth. Known for his accessible, accountable, and action-oriented approach, he is committed to helping ICAZ remain a relevant, trusted, and future-ready professional body for its members across Zimbabwe and the diaspora.
A round of applause for our Junior Vice President. At this juncture, President Sir, I now request you to announce the Senior Vice President.
Thank you. The Senior Vice President for the year is Kudakwache Mswaka.
I now request the Senior Vice President to come forward. I also request the immediate past president to come forward. And while they are doing that, let's give a round of applause to the council members as they take their seat. The Senior Vice President is going to hand over a token of appreciation to the immediate past president for, of course, relinquishing his post and an excellent year of service. That's the gift. The Senior Vice President is going to hand over a gift to the immediate past president for his service again. A big round of applause. I now request the Senior Vice President to take leave and the immediate past president to remain behind. Okay, let's go. Over the past few years, we had men and women from amongst us who have served the council with diligence, have given their time, have given their sweat, and they've called it okay. I've been called to announce an immediate thing that we need to address. Is there a doctor in the room? There's somebody who needs attention outside. If there is a doctor in the room, thank you. And just for clarity, we are not talking of doctor of philosophy. Over the past few years, we have had men and women from amongst us as members who have served the council with diligence. They have served the council with courage. They've given us their time, effort, and sweat, and they've called it goodbye, at least for now. And we wish to appreciate them this evening. And I will call upon a few individuals that I will want the president, the immediate past president, to present tokens of appreciation, beginning with Mr. Anesu Daka. Something. Thank you, Mr. Anesudaka. Madame Violet Garaba. Something. Mr. Ngonizashe Mudzamiri. He is not with us. I'm sure Secretariat can. Sure. Masimba, come and receive this token. Yes. A round of applause for the immediate past president as you take lead. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2026 to 2027 council, a big something for them. Let me at this moment call upon, I'm looking for the golf convener, Clever Chinoda, thank you, to announce the result of the golf tournament. What a difficult course it was.
Thank you very much, Director of Ceremonies. Allow me to write on the protocols that have already been observed. Let me just begin with two thoughts that sit on and off the course. These are two popular sayings. The first one is that our ultimate measure of a man is not where they stand in terms of comfort and convenience, but where they stand in terms of challenge and convenience. And then the second one being, our greatest fear is not that we are inadequate, but we are powerful beyond measure. Golf teaches us both. In comfort, the fairway looks wide, but in challenge, the banger, the wind, and the pressure part, then we discover who really we are. And it is when we realize the power of one disciplined swing that we stop playing safe and start playing to win. The spirit is exactly what defines ICAZ Golf and this year's Winter School. Charting new frontiers, resilience, innovation, and sustainable value. Resilience, like getting up after a double bogey and finishing strong. Innovation, like showing a new club, a new strategy, a new way to approach the course. Sustainable value, like building a game in an institution that lasts beyond one round. ICAZ Golf embodies this. What we began as a small gathering, as a side hustle during winter school, has grown to attract and being one of the main attractions of the winter school that we have had. Can you give us a round of applause? And the course gives us lessons we carry back to our profession. Lesson 1, play the ball where it lies. We don't waste time wishing for a better condition. Resilient professionals assess, adapt, and execute. That is innovation in action. Lesson number 2, finish the war. Sustainable value is not built on one great drive. It's built on 18 wars of discipline, integrity, and follow through. That is how we build ICAZ. Today, as we present the 9th edition of the President's Cup, I would like to acknowledge those who donated our legendary trophy, and today is our 9th edition. It has become legendary and part of our rituals each time we have our winter school. To our winners, want to congratulate you and remember that you're not just a winner in the golf course, but you're a winner on and off the course. So allow me to delve straight into our prize giving. I would like to acknowledge our specific sponsors for this year's edition. Special mention goes to Grant Thornton, Electro Cells, who are here represented. So as we delve deep into prize giving, allow me to call upon our immediate past president, Mr. Mdefi, and Mr. Trevor from Grant Thornton to help me hand over the prizes. Give them a round of applause if they come to the podium. Cameraman, please come closer so that you have some Kodak moments. So in golf, there are what we call talent prizes. So talent prizes, this can be based on talent or by fluke. So if you hit an accurate shot, if it goes closer to the pin, we call it near as the pin. So we'll start with the talent prizes. Near as the pin, round number 2, Alex Mtendera. DJ can play some music as they come to the podium. Near the pin, round number 11, guys, we need to make it snappy. We don't waste a lot of time. So apparently, Melissa is part of our sponsors. I forgot to mention that as ICAZ Golf, we're very glad that one of our main sponsors has made it into council. Can you give him another big round of applause? Representing the girl child, she's a previous councillor, and her story is touching. She started playing golf when in the UK, but this time around she came very serious. She was asking me a lot of questions about golf in the UK. She was saying, how do I get clubs, where do I get balls? But this time around she's serious. All to play under. There's some ladies in here, I don't see the applause from choir. So apparently I think it's by magic. Our sponsors are taking it away. We're moving on to the longest drive. So like I indicated in my speech, it doesn't really matter how you drive it, but you also need to have some discipline when you're putting, etc., etc. From Electro Cells, and also being one of our staunch members and sponsors, Mitch Tubete. And then another longest drive goes to, I think the sponsors are really taking, so if you guys are playing golf, I think you need to consider sponsoring, representing Old Mutual Kudamatambo. What we did on the longest drives were to actually dissect into 2 segments, men's section and ladies section. So the ladies, this is another time for you to give an applause for the ladies who are actually hitting it longer. So when they're hitting the balls, I have people saying, "Kuchura driver, I can also say, longest drive number 7, Toka Sebele." Like I indicated, I don't know whether it's by coincidence or otherwise, but I think in terms of the prizes which had lined up for the golfers this year, I think about 40 to 50% is going to the sponsors. Longest drive, hole number 12, this is going to one of our key sponsors for this event, Mrs. Nyasha Nyambuya from Net One.
If them they run, them no fit catch up. I know they form say I too righteous. No con they form say you too like us. You no get the time for the hate and the bad energy. Come on, mind.
Another round of applause for our sponsor. I'm sure we all thought warm when to the bomber, Peters of Nyasha and Co.
Good in my fantasy. You want to check if my tap be no rush. But in the rush where he be much. Now gonna make my tap be the rush. He got money with us.
So like I indicated before, at ICAZ Golf, we leave no one in no place behind. Even if you're a budding golfer, if you want to play golf with us, you play with us. The next person I'm going to call back to the stage, like I indicated, she only started playing golf because of our industry in UK. And today, she has actually defied all odds. She's a young woman of strength, young woman who decided that I want to play this game and win. She's coming on number 3, Onet Kwanda. Let's give her another big round of applause. So all these men you see playing golf, carrying golf bags, they're beaten by Onet. Give her a big round of applause.
It's Chris with the drama vibe. There's nothing I wouldn't do. Catch a breath from you. As long as you want me to. I'm in love with you. There's nothing I wouldn't do. Catch a breath for you. As long as you want me to.
So we're now going to the last segment of our prize giving. On this one, I need to give you a precursor. So there was an exciting challenge in the course. One of these two players, they were tied up level. Both of them on +3, -33. So like I indicated before on my short speech, at times we need to give a speech to say, you know, the average measure of a man is where they stand in terms of challenge. This course was challenging. Normally, ordinarily, when we're winning, people will be above or below level par, like 36 points, 39 points. But this time around, it was really tough. So we had two gentlemen. They have done a lot for this institution, but they're also very active in the course. One of them is a senior lecturer, Mazibaba, Nicolas Zagaria. He has taught many of us here. He's a lecturer. I think he has done immense work for the institution. And the other one is a corporate rescue practitioner. So they're going neck to neck. As we were proceeding with the competition, we didn't know who was going to win. But coming second on the ICAZ President's Cup 2026 is the corporate practitioner. He tried to rescue or solve the situation, but the senior lecturer managed to take it away. Clap hands for Mr. Bonzamalo. Obviously, some people are just saying, the course is different from the boardroom. Here in the course, we need accurate shots. Well done, Buliza. So, ladies and gentlemen, it is my singular honor and privilege to introduce the ICAZ President's Cup 9th edition 2026 winner. This man is not a stranger to the podium, is not a stranger to all of you. He has taught many of us, including myself. He taught me financial accounting. He has taught many of the people you see in this room. It's changed the discourse in terms of how the institute is being run. But over and above that, I don't know where he finds the time. He was one of the lowest handicapers in the course. When I came here on Thursday, when I was going to try and discuss with the golf admin team here, I actually made the range, and then I was like, homeboy, I'm getting in for 9 holes. So over and above his prowess in the accounting profession, he's also our top golfer. This is not the first time him receiving this legendary trophy, but it's his second time. So in football terms, he's akin to CR7 or Messi. So he's a man of multiple talents. Can you give a standing ovation to Mr. Anu Sudaka? At this particular point in time, allow me to give you 20 seconds.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's my honor to be here for the second time. I just want to challenge the youngsters. One of my dreams has always been for those, as Clever said, that I've taught here, to say it would be my dream to play with you. So I'm actually honored to actually walk. I played with, I think, of the 3 gentlemen who are very early alumni of CAA. And I think for me, it's an honor to live that dream, to actually influence, develop, and also walk side by side. But I just want to challenge and say, you will only get influence and impact when you network. And golf is a tool that will take you out and be the next CEO. Because when you get to be the CEO and people don't know you, they'll ask, who is it? But on the course, you get to meet so many people. I always say I network for a living. I challenge you. Thank you so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, my parting shots, whatever the human mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. So for all those who are budding golfers, who are willing to play golf, next year is an opportunity for you. I'm out. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, I was also on the course. I don't know what happened, but I was throwing balls in the pools, and I was almost got bitten by a crocodile while trying to rescue a ball. It is also imperative that you give us feedback on the quality of the overall winter school, the quality of topics, the quality of speakers, so that we continuously improve and give you what you expect. So at this juncture, please take out your phone, just scan the QR code, and just do the needful so that we can create a better 2027 winter school. Yes, I want to see those phones. There are prizes that are coming to be won here just now. If you haven't given feedback, I'm sure we can skip your name. Like Simba. While that is going on, may I ask a representative of Old Mutual, I'm sure it's a marketing department or whatever department of employing people or whatever it is, for the draw. They've got some goodies and prizes that they need to give us. Let's give them something as they walk towards the podium. I'm being informed that there are not enough business cards in here. So we want the prizes to be won fairly. I'm going to ask Victor to just do a round. Yes. Please, quickly. Please. Masimba, can you go the other direction and collect cards from this direction? Quickly, please. This direction, quickly. Thank you. It could be a lucky day, but you need to be there. Be there or be square. Thank you so much. Thank you. Right. Please, can you, Victor? Can you rush forward? The ballot has been closed. Please. We're rushing against time. Masimba, can you pass through this area? Thank you. Thank you. There's one more coming.
Thank you.
Who's doing the handover? Okay. Thank you. Just wait until. Thank you so much. May I have the gift bag back? Thank you. For the sake of time.
All
upon Ms. Mswaka to come forward and do the gifts presentations. There are seven means complete, gift bags that I'm seeing there. I'm sure there's an iPad for the MC, is it? While she's here, I'm gonna move around and ask randomly. By the way, the CEO of ICAZ is here, right? Yes, if you need employment, you can give him your CV. You can see what he can do about it.
The winner is Nyakatsare.
Nyakatsare. They say kiss goes by favor, and my wife is in the house. Well, she doesn't have an employment to give you, but she can pick a cut.
Deborah Chambara.
Ladies and gentlemen, there are some who are sleeping on chairs. I see you. Yeah, well, I'm going to ignore you because I like people who look like me.
When I doubt myself, thinking I might stray. There's only one place I look where I'm not bad made. If I am in the kind of found out, they're just such under we.
Love more Masangotza. Apana kana reaching up, really precious. Single mobile. Right. Nice and cool. Can you pick? Tanias Matimari. Simba is not winning again. Oh, media partner. Kudzanai Rede.
And I've gone through it. My shoulders heavy with the burdens. Can I do this?
Masimba Makumike. Round of applause as Ms. Mswaka takes her seat, and a big round of applause to our sponsors, Old Mutual, for a very wonderful gala dinner they've provided with us. And I'm sure the night is still young. We have entertainment, and we still have some drinks vouchers. I don't know what's going to happen after there, but at this juncture, allow me to call Mr. William Mandisodza just to give a vote of thanks. As he comes up to the podium, please give him something.
Thank you very much, Simba. Good evening once more. It's a pleasure to come and give you the vote of thanks. For me, this is the time where relief kicks in because I would have finished work today. Firstly, I just want to thank all of you for making this happen as participants. I think you deserve a huge round of applause for that. Your contributions and questions made the learning easy, and I really appreciate it. I want to have a special mention to our facilitators, our speakers, and our guest of honor for delivering what I think my members appreciated. May I please have a round of applause for all our speakers. Certainly your contribution has made this winter school very, very informative from the feedback I've received from yourselves. I also want to specifically mention the support we get as Secretariat from committees of ICAZ. The winter school is delivered by a chapter committee and the public relations committee. I want to mention them because they actually provide guidance in terms of what we do and give us counsel to deliver a better product. Members, can we appreciate the PR and Mashonaland committee for the winter school they have delivered? I also want to thank my secretariat team. They have done the work, and the informal feedback I've received seems to be on the positive. Can I please have a round of applause to the secretariat? As we live here, let's not just take the knowledge we have gained, let's also take away the connections we've made and the inspiration which we have received from each and every one of us with us. I want to close by asking everybody to participate in the survey. If it's not specifically asked, we also want feedback on the destination for the next winter school next year. And we need this as soon as possible so that planning can happen. Ladies and gentlemen, I wish you the best for the remaining of the evening. Safe travels tomorrow and enjoy the rest of the evening. Thank you.
The CEO forgot to thank me. So I want to thank myself for for hosting you. We also want to thank Elephant Use. You know, it's very difficult to host a huge gathering like this and allow them to dish on their own. That shows the resilience that they have on their budget and the trust that they have that they are delivering a good product. I think they've done a tremendous job. Let's give them a round of applause. The entertainers are in here. I just want to correct you. I heard you singing about Amaindo enda kujobeki ne Maria Bepa. Here we no longer do Maria Bepa, we do Omari. So we want to do a rendition. Amaindo enda kujobeki ne Omari. Ladies and gentlemen, till we meet again, I'm out. Thank you.